Hi everyone, this is your week 5 videos about the class. I'm in student mode, so hopefully it looks more like what you're used to seeing. Mine is not all that different, but it is a little bit, so I decided to use student mode. So let's go into the class, modules, and we're week 5. So when I get through with all the videos, they're going to be right here. I keep telling you guys to go here. We have the introduction, the discussion, the quiz, assignment 5.3, and assignment 5.4. This is step 3 of your final project. So let's look at the introduction. Okay, we're doing Microsoft basic features. So after we're through with Word as of last week, so now we're getting into PowerPoint. Let's see. Check out these PowerPoint examples to get a good idea of what a good presentation looks like. 25 of the best PowerPoint presentations every marketer should see. So it's really a neat video. Here's your objectives for this week. Identify parts of the PowerPoint screen, apply appropriate slide layouts, applying themes, format and aligning the text, creating bulleted and numbered lists, insert and style images, and describe how PowerPoint is used in your field and alternatives. There are a lot of alternatives to Microsoft PowerPoint. Excuse me. And so here is the GCF tutorials. This is what is in place of a textbook. So a lot of you I know are really familiar with PowerPoint, but you may not be as familiar with some of the finer things of PowerPoint. So I would go through here and glance at this. Let's see, new slide, organizing slides, copying and pasting slides, customizing them, and slide layouts. So if you know that, then you're good. If you know that. You know, it's not, well, if you know that, you don't have to watch it. PowerPoint text basics, moving the text, formatting and aligning it, using find and replace in PowerPoint. I would wager not many of us know how to do that. Applying a theme. Excuse me. Uh, most people do not know how to apply themes to their PowerPoint. PowerPoint lists, inserting a picture from online, moving it, resizing it, inserting screenshots, formatting pictures, copying them, adding a border, adjusting them, applying effects, and 5 steps to a better PowerPoint. Most of my students in the past have from about here down said, gee, I thought I knew that and I didn't. So they're not real long videos. So I would really suggest uh, they're not real long tutorials. So I would really suggest you take probably 20 or 30 minutes tops to go through this and look at them. All right, so that's introduction. All right, next is the discussion. Some of you have already started your discussions. In this case, 3 of you already have. So your topic is PowerPoint is the industry standard for presentation software, just as Google Docs and LibreWriter are alternatives to Word. There are alternatives to PowerPoint, and use the search engine of your choice. Complete research on one alternative to PowerPoint. And then so you find an alternative PowerPoint, and what are the 2 similarities? What is one difference? Include a hyperlink to more information about the PowerPoint alternative. What types of presentations might occur in your field or your career? If you're a medical assistant, and I've said this before, if you're a medical assistant or something like that, that you might sit back and go, well, I won't ever have to do a PowerPoint because I'm in medical assisting, I'm not in the front office. If you have children, you may end up being what used to be called the PTA for me, the parent association. You may be in charge of it. You'd have to do PowerPoints to present things to the teachers or the principals. If you are ever in one of your kids' extracurricular activities, you might have to do a PowerPoint for whatever that purpose is. If you volunteer anywhere, you have no clue as life goes on when you might have to do a PowerPoint. So this can be applicable to you. And also what I've said is my students that's in the medical field, you never know how you're going to progress and be promoted in the medical field. So there still may be a time that you will be promoted to a position that you need to do a PowerPoint. So yes, this does pertain to you. When replying to your peers, try to find someone who found a different alternative program than you. Do you think the program they found looks like a good program to use? Why or why not? So that's your discussion. Here's your quiz. Remember, you can take the quiz twice, and the best score is the one that's kept. So interactive image is getting to know PowerPoint. So you click here, and then the arrows, the little yellow things, will take you through and tell you what the names are. Okay. This is just an example. This is Excel, but it'll take you to PowerPoint. Now your assignment, as soon as it gets there, for 5.3 is a real short down and dirty, kind of a fun one, really. You can, this again, we start this off with a scenario, which is this right here. You continue to impress your bosses since you've proven yourself with your Microsoft Word knowledge. They now want you to create a presentation they can take to the board of directors concerning new computers. So you're going to have to review the employer requirements. We've got a handout. Okay. Determine your selections, plan your presentation, create your presentation, and then format it. So the computer requirements are employees must be able to complete considerable multitasking when using the computer. Must have the ability to work with the latest version of Microsoft Office. Employees must have the ability to work with graphics, CDs, DVDs, and videos. Determine your selection. And here's the options. A Dell, an iMac, a Dell, and an Acer. So this is a 5810, this is a 5550. Here's the different features that they have. In other words, if you look up here and you go processor, okay, if you go RAM, what does RAM mean? So down here's definitions. And so plan your presentation. Title, slide 1, this is the minimum, is your title slide, providing descriptive information about your presentation. Slides 2 and 3 is a slide for each computer option listing the computer specifications. Remember, there's supposed to be 2. The best option and the second best. And then a summary slide supporting your choices. Create your presentation. And the tutorials, create your PowerPoint presentation. Be sure that your presentation meets the following requirement. There's a minimum of 4 slides, 3 different slide layouts, 1 with a bulleted list. Add your name to the footer of all the slides except the first slide. Chromebook users, complete this alternative step to fulfill this requirement. So if you have to do this and you have a hard time with this alternative step, email me or call me. Format your presentation, apply a theme, include at least 2 different fonts, 2 different font colors, 2 appropriate images, and use a picture style to format them. No misspellings. And then review the grading rubric below to see exactly how this is going to be graded before submitting it. And so there it is. Bulleted list. Okay, name in the footer. So in other words, grade yourself. Okay. And next, I'm going to do the 5.4 final project as a separate video because I don't want this to get to be too long. And so this is the end of this one. Remember, it covers from 5.0, the introduction, through 5.3. Okay, take care.